video, we sailed from Lanzarote to Las Palmas, and we arrived in the morning. The following day, we had 2 new crew members arriving from Montreal, Robert Levy from Montreal and Patrizia Finelli from Italy. We also have an additional crew member, Benjamin Sir, who's going to arrive just before we leave on the Ark.
Hi there, I'm Robert. I'm a very good friend of Pierre's. Pierre and I raced together for 8 years, and we've had a great time, and Pierre has invited me to come and join Lisa and him and sail across the Atlantic, and that's why I'm here. Right now all I'm doing is learning all the new fittings on this boat because it's incredible.
Hi, I'm Patrizia. I'm from Italy, and I'm looking forward to cross the Atlantic on biotrek.
The Ark is the Atlantic rally for cruisers, and this year there are 240 boats registered. Approximately 1/3 are catamarans, and there are a significant number of quite large monohulls over 70 feet.
Hello there, I'm Robert. I'm part of the crew of Biotrek, and this is a walk around the boat from people requesting us a walk around. So to begin the walk around, we're going to start from the bow section. This is a starboard bow that you're looking at right now. This here is a forward tack point for our gennaker or spinnaker, which is a full carbon fiber beam that comes all the way back. Structurally runs right back into the main cabin center. If you follow along this, you'll see a tack point for the jenny, another tack point for the jib. All of these are on roller furling, all controlled from inside the cockpit. This is the anchor section. Anchor chain runs under here. You can see an anchor winch that stores down below, just to the compartment on the right hand side of that. This is the other bow. Walking along the bow, we can see here is a hatch. This hatch is where we store sailing gear, extra sails, all sorts of lines, anything that's required for sailing. Certainly when we're out at sea and we need to get something fast, it's up here and forward. This is the whole bow section. There's a step ladder to get up to the base of the mast. There's 2 winches here. Here we have a traveler system. This traveler system is for the jib car. The jib is right up here. And here's our mast. The mast is a fully rotating mast. It's not stationary. The mast rotates kind of like an airplane wing. Here's the controls. These are the halyards for our sails, our jennies, our spinnakers, and our jibs. And there's a main halyard there as well. This blue line controls the mast rotation. Here you have fair leads. These fair leads are to control the jib or our jenny, and they're a floating system, so we can control twist of the sail while we're sailing. We can make them flatter, we can make them fuller, we can twist them just to make it more efficient to sail the boat. And we're going to walk back. Same thing on the other side. There's steps here on the mast, and you'll see how they work. They just pop out. That gives us the ability to climb, and we can climb up to the main section. It makes it easier to get up there because it's awfully big. And this is the gooseneck fitting on the boom. All the rigging is led completely aft along the deck to all the winches over here. There's the boom. We go up the mast. You'll see above that yellow and white flags, you'll see a radar station. It's a radar scanner. And that mast is 9 stories high. That should give you a good view of the front of the deck. Everything is led back here. Control station here. More winches. As we walk further aft, we have a seat area, and this is used to just for pleasure, but also it's a perfect location for a tiller bar that would normally be in there, but we don't use it because we're using 2 steering columns. And here's our steering section. We've got winches that all the lines come back to these 2 winches. There's our navigation station. This is full navigation. That little white dome is the satellite communication. There's our engine controls. We have twin engines. There's little buttons inside are for winches. And if you see down here, there's buttons. Those are for your foot pedals to use the winches, and you can control 3 different speeds of winches. Place to put extra lines. As you notice, everything is led aft, so we can control all the sails just from the sitting position here. And a couple of steps down into the main cockpit area. This is Tiller. Tiller is the dog, obviously, and she lives on board. She's always been here, and she's a boat dog, and she just loves it and completely comfortable at sea. This is the main cockpit area. There's a dining room table. We could sit at least 10 people, maybe 12 people around the table very comfortably. Patricia, she's busy. And very, very large, spacious area here. Further aft, if we go back down the stairs, Canadian flag flying. There's our dinghy held up on the back. Our platforms on the back. Engines are below me in these hatches. We walk across, same system on the other side. Twin wheels, navigation station up here as well. More winches. And then you would enter into the cabin itself. And the cabin, galley is on the right. Nice sinks, double sinks, there's stoves, oven. On the other side we have lots of storage. There's ice boxes, there's fridges, more fridges, stowage everywhere. Cappuccino maker, worth its weight in gold. Toasters, so everything is here. As you can see inside the cabin, you scan around, there's windows all the way around, 360 degrees. So no matter where you're sitting, you can see outside. You have a clear view of everything. This is our dining room table. We can sit a lot of people around the table. And this is a navigation station inside, fully computerized, state-of-the-art navigation system, satellite communications and everything. Control panels for all the different systems on the boat. And there's a companionway to go downstairs. This is walking down the companionway. This is an aft cabin. This is a king-size bed. Lots of lights. Right now the blinds are closed, but there's lots of light in here, natural light. And this is a wonderful view that you have from lying down in your bedroom. Shelving, lots of storage space. There's 2 hanging lockers on either side. A lot of shelf space too. We're provisioning, so we're getting lots of stuff here. Bathroom. This is a shower. Complete shower, and then as we walk forward, there's another full bathroom. This is a head. Natural light coming in too. This is a utility room, which we also can use as a bunk beds. There's for a double bed in here. Right now we have a sewing machine for sail repair, any damage that we cause while sailing. We can fix it here. Lots of work stuff. There's a hatchway forward that goes into a forward cabin, which is accessible from the deck above. More storage. Lots of storage on the floor. Everywhere you see a panel is another storage locker. And there's many things down below that are stored. This is an emergency escape hatch. There's one on either side of the boat. If in the event that the boat would actually turn over, we would be able to get out of the boat. And walking back, we have Lisa. This is her workstation.
Video editing area.
And video, this is her video editing area. This is it. And going forward, there's hatches on the floor just like the other side with storage. Underneath this one here is a very special one because it's a wine cellar. Here's our wine cellar, filled with many, many bottles of wine, and there'll be a lot more in there. Here's an. And going forward, we have a head, and then a full shower, which is actually very large. It's big enough for 2 people. And you've got your sinks. And going further aft, you can see a cabin back there, which we'll get to. And in here is another king-size bed. Fantastic views too when you look out the windows. The boat is completely air-conditioned and heated. More locker space, full standing hanging lockers. A lot of place to stow things. Another emergency panel, or emergency hatch I should say. And as we're walking back to the main cabin, that's basically a tour of the boat.
So we could copy a lot of this here, of what you have here.
I would copy everything.
Sorry?
I would copy everything.
Yeah.
I have to say I do love the induction plate.
Yeah.
And Pierre's the one who figured out that this mat, bought at Amazon for a few dollars, that it's silicone so things don't slip,
Yeah, that's
and it
high temperature.
it doesn't interfere with the
It goes in the
magnet.
oven. No, it's on. So we thought initially that's where we had the bar installed, that we would need to put the brackets to hold the pants when we were sailing. But finally with this, it's really, especially when it's heavy,
It's not sliding.
it doesn't slide at all. And I'm to my surprise, Lisa's using it all the time now because well, this way I don't scratch it either. I told him you should have a copyright.
Yeah.